Hi, I'm Andrei Mincov, the founder of Trademark Factory, and in this video I'm going to share my thoughts about yet another trademarking screw-up. This time around it's Rihanna sued for trademark infringement over an FU logo. No! So let me read it from the article. You'll find the link in the description below. Rihanna sued over FU logo. F you, Riri, you jacked our logo. Okay. So that's what she does, FU, Fenty University, and that's the trademark owned by Freedom United. So let's read it. Rihanna has used FU as a business card for her clothing biz, and now another company is firing back. FU Rihanna. Freedom United Clothing claims in a new lawsuit it owns the FU trademark, something they've used since 2006. Actually, they don't claim they use FU. They claim they own this whole thing, this whole logo. FU with words Freedom United below that. And as you know, Rihanna did a deal with Puma where she had the company slap FU on her sweatshirts, jewelry, and sandals. And Freedom United says that's just stealing. According to the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, the company claims Riri knew there was an existing FU logo because she was photographed in one of their hoodies in 2014. And even before that, then BF Chris Brown attended Freedom United's launch party back in 2007. The suit goes on to say Puma touts Rihanna as a lawbreaker of sorts, noting on Puma's website it refers to the singer as most likely to break the rules. Well, they say FU is evidence of that. This isn't the first time Freedom United lashed out. They fired off a cease and desist letter demanding that Puma and Rihanna back off. Freedom United is also suing Puma for an order prohibiting future sales and damages. Okay, so this is actually a very interesting case because usually I always say that a combined mark, which this one is, a combined mark is when you have a design and the words put together in a single trademark application, right? And usually I recommend against that because your protection is much stronger when you protect words separately from the design. Because when you protect the words themselves, you can use them in whatever design, and people can't use those words regardless of how they design them. Whereas a design mark only protects the overall design. So that would protect the overall design, but somebody could take some of your words, and as long as the designs have nothing to do with each other, sometimes they could get away with a similar mark if only the literal part of that is taken. So we always recommend filing two separate trademarks. In this case though, it's an exception because US Trademarks Office would not have registered the mark FU, which is the dominant part of this trademark, because in the US you still can't register offensive trademarks. And this may change soon because there's a case in the Supreme Court of the US now that's basically a free speech argument that it's not the role of the Trademarks Office to tell brand owners what's good taste, what's bad taste, what's offensive and what isn't. As long as it's a brand, it can be owned. So we're waiting for the outcome of that case. But when FU Freedom United filed their trademark, there was no case on the radar, so they couldn't trademark the word. So what they've done is they trademarked the combined mark. But the interesting thing here is that Rihanna is not just using FU. She's using FU with some small text under it. Well, guess what? Freedom United trademark. They trademarked FU in huge letters with something small written below. So from that perspective, from the overall impression that both marks leave, they are very similar. And that's, like I said, a rare case when a combined mark could give Freedom United a much stronger leverage than a separate logo or a separate word mark would have given. Because Rihanna's argument would be, well, my mark does not say Freedom United. My mark says Fenty University. And that's totally different. So whoever reads the specifics would be able to see it's a different thing. But Freedom United's argument will be, no. We didn't file for it as a word mark. We filed for it as a combined mark, and the overall impression is that that's the same thing. And the standard is a customer somewhat in a hurry with vague recollection of the first mark who is exposed to the second mark, and the question that's being asked is, would that mythical consumer somewhat in a hurry who vaguely remembers the first mark when exposed to the second mark, would they think the products marked with both these marks come from the same source? And I would say it's very likely. I think Freedom United's got something to it. I think they have a pretty good case, and it would be interesting to see how far they take it before they get a good offer for a good settlement and before they walk away. Or maybe they're going to take it all the way, and like I said, we'll see where this goes. Now, if you found this video interesting, if you found it helpful, subscribe right now, get notified whenever the next video goes live. And if you've got a name you want to protect, go to trademarkfactory.com, book a call with our strategy advisors, and they'll be able to help you get the process started and answer all your questions. Until then, I'll see you in the next video.